crowned as Olympians at the conclusion of this 12th session of boxing. So we're going to get things underway with the women's 69-kilogram welterweight division. And remember, in Tokyo later this summer, we will see the first ever women's welterweight champion crowned as part of the increase in the number of weight classes being contested by women boxers. So here is the tournament #1 seed, the second-ranked boxer in the world, approaching the boxing ring for her first bout of Oman 2020. That is CHEN Nien-Chin from Chinese Taipei. Her opponent is from Mongolia, SHINETSETSEG URANBILEG, preparing for a second bout of the tournament. More on her preliminary round victory in just a few moments' time, as we have judges from Trinidad and Tobago, Bulgaria, Azerbaijan, Russia and Ukraine. 10-point must system is in effect. The scores of all 5 judges will be considered, and that another one of the changes from Rio 2016, where 3 of the 5 scores were considered in the event that the contest went to the scorecards. For this victory, this confirmation of the 3-2 split decision victory over Ariane Nicholson, the reigning 2019 national champion of New Zealand. The two of them combining in a terrific contest in the first preliminary round. Just 12 boxers comprising the women's 69-kilogram weight class. And so the seeded athletes through to the quarterfinals with a bye in the preliminary round. So it's been a long wait for the seeds to get their campaign underway here on the 6th day of competition at Oman 2020. The winner of this contest going through to Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. 69-kilogram welterweight action between boxers from Chinese Taipei and Mongolia. The southpaw, wearing red, comes to the boxing ring as the tournament #1 seed, ranked #2 in the world. She was the 2018 World Championship gold medalist in New Delhi in India, and she's using that terrific switch hitting prowess that she possesses to lash out straight shots in the opening 30 seconds of this round. The boxer wearing blue trying to get onto the front foot is SHINETSETSEG URANBILEG, part of a full-strength 13-strong Mongolian boxing team. But look at that for a 3-punch combination without reply from Chen. She really is comfortable in all facets of the fight game. Was a quarter-finalist in the most recent edition of the World Championships. Took a left jab there from the boxer in blue, but lost at the semi-final stage to Yang Liu of China at the quarter-finals to come away 1 win shy of the podium. Lead left hand is an effective shot once again from Chen. Bustling away to the body is URANBILEG. But Chen, so dynamic, so fluid around the boxing ring, and so relaxed as well. She just pokes out shots with very little warning on the front of them. Very direct. So there's no tell, or very little tell, from her shoulders or from her eyes when she's about to let her hands go. Fencing with the lead left hand is URANBILEG, caught by a looping roundhouse right. Again, not much on it, but a blow that's going to get the attention of the woman in blue. And again, same shot. Southpaw, well, it was a right hand that time. She changes feet so seamlessly, coming forward out of the orthodox stance. Right hand success, then a left jab, and a beautiful flurry of punches before switching to southpaw on the retreat. Very good punch picking indeed from the second-ranked boxer in the world. Looking to progress through to her second successive Olympic Games. She competed up at middleweight in Rio 4 years ago, but lost in the first preliminary round. And again with, oh, what a combination from Chen. Really is picking her punches terrifically, showing tremendous variety and acute shot selection. Nice movement from the waist to cause the woman in blue to miss. Stepping into the pocket to accommodate the woman in blue in an exchange, but URANBILEG, well, her success is fleeting here, and she's being outboxed because of pecking, poking singles like that. That sequence almost around in miniature. Right hand over the top is a nice shot as URANBILEG continues to switch her feet at will, and that was a clinical opening 3 minutes. Remember, it's the first bout of the tournament for Chen after receiving a bye through to this quarter-final stage, but she found her flow immediately. A terrific first round for Chen, who's electing to remain standing. So again, moving on the back foot, laterally, left and right as well, causing the woman in blue to miss and then scoring. Absolutely wonderful to watch. She's continuing to pile up points without reply. Such is her ring craft. Oh, look at that, 10-8 across the board. What an opening round for the tournament #1 seed. Hitting without being hit. The epitome of the noble art demonstrated during the course of that first 3 minutes.
Round 2.
So into the second round we go. And the woman in blue, having conceded the opening round, 10-8 across the board, has come out in far more aggressive fashion. But the key for her is to make her aggression effective and not just run onto punches as she did to that single right hand. I first saw Chen Nien-Chin in the Youth Olympic Games back in Nanjing 2014. She came away with a silver medal. Second place finisher on the podium, losing to Elizabeta Wojcik of Poland in the final after beating Christina Desmond of Ireland at the semi-final stage. And from that point, because she entered the tournament as a reigning world youth champion, having taken world junior gold the year before, so her talent has been apparent for those who follow the Olympic style of boxing for some time. And my goodness, hasn't she transitioned through to the senior ranks effectively, making a senior Olympic Games at the first opportunity back in Rio 4 years ago, but has since come down to 69 kilograms and is now just moments away from making it back-to-back Olympic appearances. And again, it's terrific for the athletes. The number of weight classes increased from 3 to 5 for the women boxers. We'll still have the same number of athletes competing in Rio, 286. But whereas before the split was 250 men across 10 weight classes and 36 women across 3 weight classes, as Chen continues to pile up the points and move laterally wonderfully. In Tokyo 2020, we will have 100 women and 186 men. So the balance redistributed considerably as the sport of boxing continues to work towards parity. And again, that is something to be celebrated on this International Women's Day as we continue to celebrate the achievements of trailblazing and pioneering women in all walks of life. That's a beautiful right hand once again, as she continues to switch stance freely between orthodox and southpaw. And this is a really frustrating mission for SHINETSETSEG URANBILEG, the reigning 2-time Mongolian national champion. Comes in here as an Asian Continental bronze medalist, having lost at the quarter-final stage at 64 kilograms. But this, my goodness, just cannot pin down. Oh, look at that, as she elected to hold her feet, Chen, but she cannot pin her down at all. It's just numerous punches without reply. But Chen in complete control. URANBILEG, to her credit, remaining on the front foot. She did get through with a 2-shot combination of her own, but it has been another overwhelming second round. Final punch will give URANBILEG some confidence, because she landed with perhaps her cleanest, hardest shot of the fight. A right hand straight down the pipe, but make no mistake, that will not take away from the near 3 minutes of total dominance that Chen was able to produce during that second round. 10-8 across the board in the first round. No real power on the punches, but if you get hit by enough hailstones, they start to sting. And Chen, while she's been producing that type of boxing here, pitter-pat punches, but an awful lot of them are landing on the woman in blue. So we'll see the scorecards in the second round. 10-8 across the board for 4 of the judges. So quite simply, SHINETSETSEG URANBILEG of Mongolia needs a knockout, but in order to score a knockout, you've got to land a glove on the opponent coming out of the other corner. Remember, the first defense of the 1960 light heavyweight Olympic champion, Cassius Clay, who then was Muhammad Ali the day after he defeated Sonny Liston to win the title in the first defense against the former deposed champion Sonny Liston, scored that first round knockout by what many people felt was a phantom punch. But then as they began to slow down the film, you saw the entire right pec of Muhammad Ali jolt as he landed that shot, running Liston into it. Liston countered out in the opening round by the former heavyweight champion of the world, Jersey Joe Walcott, who was the referee in that bout. But why I mention the phantom punch is because URANBILEG may need something similar, because she's landed very little clean leather on the fleet-footed, beautifully moving woman in red. But she's got to find a knockout punch from somewhere.
Yep, she really does, Ronald, now. And, you know, Chen, once she gets in that little flow that we've seen, you know, she sways left, sways right. If she moves left, she throws the left hand. Sometimes if she's moving right, she throws the right hand. She's really tricky. And URANBILEG is very, very one-dimensional, although very strong and aggressive, and loves to throw lots and lots of punches. But you need to be right there in front of her for her to do that. If not, you know, you're going to get the result of what we're getting today.
And that is URANBILEG getting picked off as she tries to advance. And look at the way Chen cut off the ring there momentarily. Just playing aggressor for a moment, but now back on the bicycle. And she switches so effortlessly between orthodox and southpaw. She does it without missing a beat, and often switches often scores while she's transitioning.
While she's moving, yeah, which is very, very effective if you can do that. The downside to that, Ronald, is that if you do get caught with a punch in that motion and you perhaps don't see it coming, you're going to lose your footing and be made to look a little bit stupid.
Remember that happening to the legendary Prince Nazim Hamed in his battle with Marco Antonio Barrera. Still the only loss on his record.
Yeah.
But there was that one shot as he got caught switching, and it really bent him backwards, making for an iconic photograph.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Favoured the baby-faced assassin. But so composed is Chen, and URANBILEG, while she hasn't been able to raise the tempo and turn this one into a close quarter brawl, she keeps on coming. But this has proved almost to be an impossible mission. Remember, in the women's 69-kilogram welterweight tournament, only the top 4 will progress. So the winner goes through from this to quarter-final stage as a beautiful right hook is landed, and URANBILEG beginning to make more weary. Now look at how the shots are affecting her. No more power being placed on them, but she has been hit so often that they're just breaking her down.
Yeah,
so
she's
only
looking
the
a little
top
bit
4
tired as well, right?
Well, she's been hit an awful lot over the course of this 9 minutes. Terrific display, my goodness, that was absolutely sensational. From Chen Nien-Chin, the tournament #1 seed, stamping her authority right from the opening bell. And she was unrelenting with her punch-picking prowess. On the back foot, on the front foot, orthodox southpaw. SHINETSETSEG URANBILEG really must have thought that she was surrounded at times. She was hit so often and from so many angles. A terrific performance by the tournament #1 seed, and she'll be going through to her 2nd consecutive Olympic Games.
والفائزة بإجماع الحكام, and the winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, representing Chinese Taipei, Chen.
So Nien-Chin, the tournament #1 seed, the 2nd-ranked boxer in the world, through to her 2nd consecutive Olympic Games, flexing for the crowd in acknowledgement of what was an absolutely tremendous performance, practically punch-perfect, demonstrating the wide-ranging arsenal that she possesses. SHINETSETSEG URANBILEG, while she continued to compete right up until the final bell, but was hit so frequently from all angles that at the end she cut a rather weary figure. But an absolutely fantastic performance. And it's Chen Nien-Chin will be contesting her second successive Olympic Games. This time, in her more favored weight class of 69 kilograms, she'll have an opportunity to become the first ever women's welterweight champion on the Olympic stage when the new weight class is added.
Wow, yeah, she really did perform brilliantly throughout. Lovely switches to the feet, great punch selection as well. And as we've seen, was able to punch while in some great positions. Lead uppercuts, double backhands. Class. It's a score runner.
10-8 in all 3 rounds for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. An absolutely fantastic performance. And Chen is an Olympian for the second time.